condo collapse down in Florida. The tropical storm out looming. Engineers prepare to demolish what's left standing. But first, a terrible start to the 4th of July holiday in Dearborn. A car bursts into flames. That fire happened overnight on Rural Street near Wyoming and Dix. Victor Williams joins us live now. And Victor, have you been able to learn much about the cause of that fire?
Not just yet. That's still under investigation. But talk about an unexpected 4th of July celebration. Take a look at the remnants right here on the ground, showing where that SUV was set ablaze. But neighbors and firefighters alike are now trying to get to the bottom of what exactly started all of this to begin with.
So 911, please somebody come right now because we have a fire in the street. The car almost blown.
Neighbors say it's the fireworks show they didn't have in mind.
I'm not sure what happened last night, but I woke up in the morning and, I saw this mess.
An SUV with flames pouring out of the front end. Cell phone video shows the chaotic scene on Rollo Street Saturday night. Listen closely, and you'll hear a loud bang.
Fire, you know?
One woman who's hoping to remain anonymous is wondering if the loud sound was
Out of that. Hey, out there right now, free ice cream. That sounds like a good deal, everybody. I'm sure many folks are going to be flocking over to the north end or anywhere in southeast Michigan to go ahead and beat the heat. We've got 84 degrees at one of our favorite spots at 71 over in Fort July. Past the 4th of July, Pontiac, we got 87 at this hour, 80 degrees. Rolling up to 90 over in the row. 88 also for our friends and neighbors over in Powell. We're going to be a cut to mostly sunny skies right now. Of what we talked about yesterday, we talked about this morning. It's certainly more muggy out there with heat indices now in the low 90s. So make sure you try to keep the heat not only with your ice cream cone, but also with plenty of water. Still wear light windscreen clothes, even with the setting sun. Keep kids and pets away from empty vehicles. Hot conditions all the way in Marquette. Look at that. Same temperature as here in Detroit, 88. 90 for our friends in Traverse City. Speaking of ice cream, here's your ice cream forecast as we go to the evening on your holiday. We're looking at temperatures this evening staying in the middle of upper 80s. Make sure you keep those cones fast because they will really melt things quickly in the summertime heat. How hot does it remain tomorrow? What about the next few days? More on that on your forecast in minutes.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Two people were targeted gunfire during what appears to be a road rage incident in Detroit. It happened Saturday in the lodge near Linwood, Wyoming. Police said the victims were driving in the left lane. A white vehicle pulled up in the middle lane next to them, and someone in the car started shooting. Police did find a bullet in one of the victim's passenger side doors. No injuries reported. Police continue to investigate. President Biden is scheduled to address the nation tonight on the progress to the fight against coronavirus. As a nation, we have come up short of the president's goal of 70% of adults receiving at least one vaccine dose by July 4th. You can watch the president's remarks at 7:30 tonight, and of course, right here on Local 4. Crews in Southside Florida trying to stabilize what's left of that condominium building that collapsed. They are racing against Tropical Storm Elsa, hoping to get the work done before it reaches the area. They are moving ahead with demolition plans.
Rescuers promised a mission to find the missing in the collapsed Surfside condominium building will go on as crews try to stabilize the rubble ahead of a major storm tracking to make landfall.
We are, of course, continuing to monitor Tropical Storm Elsa and across Cuba and end up approaching Florida, likely sometime Monday afternoon or evening.
Demolition plans to bring down the part of the building still standing are moving ahead. Rescuers fear what the storm could do to the remaining structure. Crews say the demolition will create a bigger debris pile, increasing their chances of finding more remains.
Bringing down this building in a controlled manner is critical to expanding our scope of the search and rescue effort and allowing us to explore the area closest to the building, which has currently not been accessible to our first responders.
On this day when millions of Americans are celebrating, there's more work and heart here.
This is not an Independence Day like any we have ever experienced before.
After over 10 days of searching, there's still no closure for some families.
The video is all I see when I close my eyes. Because to me, that's the moment I'm watching my mom and my grandmother die.
And now at least 6 rescuers have tested positive for COVID-19, complicating a difficult mission even more. Jennifer Johnson, Local 4.
Locally, final round action continues at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Both Carmera and Joaquin Beeman birdie at 17th hole to get to 18 under par, a tie for the lead, and they have both made par on the 18th hole, so they're in a 3-man playoff with Cam Davis. They're all at 18 under par. Jamie will be live during sports and have all the details for us. There's much more to come here on Local 4 News at 6. Here's Cleo.
Getting more shots in arms. Football boys saw an opportunity to help some of the most vulnerable get vaccinated. We'll show you how.
Up first, Pope Francis hospitalized just hours after attending traditional Sunday prayer. We'll have the details. For the first time ever, Gardner White get a best sleep guarantee on a huge selection of top 8 mattresses. Sleep on it for 6 months. Don't pick a new one. That's why there's Gardner White and no one else.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you get your kids vaccinated?
It was hard to get into social business to be isolated from their friends.
Want them to get back to school and sports games, so I have to pediatrician vaccine.
million now. The Holy See Press Office says they'll give medical updates after the surgery is finished. Beaumont Hospital in Troy joins the effort to get more people who may need special assistance vaccinated for COVID-19. Currently, the state's vaccination rate is about 62%. Freeman reports the goal is to get more shots into arms for some of our most vulnerable citizens.
Whether you or a loved one has autism, mobility issues, Alzheimer's, or maybe you're just afraid of needles, Beaumont Troy is accommodating anyone who may be finding it difficult to get vaccinated. It's not really special needs, it's any needs. Nurses, doctors, and healthcare workers at Beaumont Troy are thinking outside the box to get some of the most vulnerable needs. We had followers so that it was just something to watch. We had kids bring in their video games or their iPads. We had weighted blankets. We had toys. We had prizes. It's protection because these are high-risk people a lot of the time, and not just developmentally, but when their medical history, fragile medical history as well. Some families want their loved one to get the shot, but the logistics haven't been easy to navigate. We just want to be there for those people that couldn't easily get it in mass vaccine centers or in the pharmacy. When somebody has that need and somebody reaches out and says, hey, we will work with you. We will make this happen. It's the world. For the Albies, the process was seamless. Lauren sat down and you don't like to get shots very much, No, she doesn't. But, Mom said this is important. Lauren is Down syndrome. Her mom says Beaumont made sure she felt comfortable getting vaccinated. I think just the warmth and the ease that is in the air around them, the vibe that is giving off, I think that just puts someone in a state where they know they're safe. It's being seen, it's being heard, it's being understood. This is what it's all about. It's the tears. I mean, so many people, so many parents just saying thank you. As simple as that. The initial program was so popular, it's expanded. Having a person there to give your shot that understands what autism is or what a developmental delay person needs. That really, really helps. And making an appointment is as easy as sending an email. You've got information on clickOnDetroit.com. In Troy, I'm free man.
the world out of the global pandemic. With honesty and compassion, America's journey continues through fireworks and parades to build a better future. A future that only we, the people, can make together. America, we're coming back. Democratic National Committee is responsible for the content of this episode.
Your view is at the front desk. Wonder where it's going in.
It's wireless.
Of course it's wireless. That's so cute.
Encore GX, the tech-savvy SUV from Buick. GM employees with current eligible Buick lease. Get a small mileage lease on this 2021 Buick Encore GX for $179 per month.
All right, let's get back to the weather. As many folks trying to squeeze 5 more hours out of this holiday. And really good. That's, I think 5 hours and just a couple of hours, right? Hey, we're looking at wonderful conditions as we go through the rest of the evening. Many folks might be grilling, getting together with family members. We have everything set for a lovely evening. And later on tonight, wonderful weather for fireworks displays. Just make sure you stay healthy and stay cool and comfortable because it remains warm and muggy. Hot right now, temperatures still around 90. And overnight tonight, temperatures are only in the 70s and humidity sticks around. We'll see how good it is. It's 88 degrees. We have a dew point temperature of 68. It's almost tropical. And it makes it feel like 92 degrees and many other heat indices are also in the low 90s as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. So drink plenty of water. Make sure that you stay hydrated and keep kids and pets with when you can. This is cool. Hey, heat is there for you on this Independence Day. It's the hottest ever. It's still sizzling out there. There's nothing else. Still tropical storm, winds are 60 miles per hour, with a huge threat because of storm surge and also because of heavy rain from Jamaica through Cuba. In fact, it's going to make landfall in Cuba here within the next 24 hours. Then as it travels across Cuba, it remains a tropical storm, re-emerges, affects the Florida Keys as early as late Monday into early Tuesday, affecting the western side of Florida, but still big enough to affect virtually all of southern Florida. And as it hangs out here, you're talking about a huge amount of rain into that state as it travels and may make landfall as early as Tuesday or into Wednesday. And even if it doesn't before then, it's still going to be close enough to Florida where it does a huge amount of rain and storm surge is a big threat along the western coast of that state. Then traveling into the Carolinas before emerging back over the Atlantic. But huge concern for parts of the deep south with Florida first, and we pray and hope that everyone makes it out okay, including the folks over in the Caribbean. Back closer to home, we've got 87 degrees over in Pontiac, still holding on to 90 degrees in Holly. However, here you've got 86 at this hour, 87 for our friends and relatives over in Ann Arbor. Everyone having a wonderful 4th of July. Hope you're enjoying this holiday. We're looking at temperatures right now easily 5, 7, 9 degrees higher than everywhere this 24 hours ago. And not only does it feel hotter here in Motown, heat indices are also about 90 or more elsewhere. So also wear light loose-fitting clothes and make sure you try to stay as cool and comfortable as you can. Notice the winds are getting a nice lake breeze off of Lake St. Clair and Lake Erie. In fact, you can see that here on Storm Tracker 4. This is not rain showing up, but it's a nice little lake breeze boundary that's appearing right here on the on Storm Tracker 4. Very interesting, some billowing clouds associated with this right here. But fortunately, we remain rain-free as we go over the next 24 hours at least, but still remains hotter than average. With warm and muggy conditions tonight, winds switch and come out of the south and keep the heat pumping in. So we have high temperatures near 90 degrees today. It'll be 90 or more for tomorrow as well. The humidity still sticks around, so you're talking about heat indices instead of low 90s where they are now. Check out middle and upper 90s possible for tomorrow. So again, take care of the heat as it's around for at least the next day or so. We're looking at 68 overnight tonight, or actually upper 60s and low 70s. 86 degrees as we go into noontime tomorrow as we plan out for Monday. Highs will be in the low 90s up to around 92 to 93. Now the rain-free conditions, they go away as early as Tuesday. We have system that's on the way, a system setting up overhead, so that means rain showers possible on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. After that phone system moves by, temperatures go back down to the low 80s. But there's another chance of rain by next weekend. So all could change. So do tell me I could look forward to it. Back over to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Jamie is live at the Detroit Golf Club where the Rocket Mortgage Classic is in overtime. She's up next. Local Four Weather is powered by DTE. Download the local forecasters app today. DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. By using our price. The Oscars new program will first and save them upon. When they are real, clear first, there are always new ways to save at DTE. DTE. Why do we connect with a story? Whether it's something utterly believable or something extraordinary, the most affecting stories have something in common. They're about us, about humanity, and the ties that bind us together, in big ways and small ways. It's why Local 4 is here, to share the moments that keep us connected to each other. It's why, in this moment, Local Rivers is never more important. It's been 50 years.
50 years of fighting and winning for our clients.
That's how we got here, together.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
50 years, and there's more to come. You brought all these players to your dealer.
Yeah, and it's great, Russ.
So you.
Your view is exactly perfect. Word market.
Just wireless.
So you. What do I do with these? Careful, it's kind of dizzy.
That's not superpowers.
And you don't have something to do.
At the Harvard Baker Dealer Guess Who is you. Or GM employee program participants with a current eligible lease. Get this wireless lease on this 2021 Enclave Essence with Apple CarPlay without wireless capability for $279 per month. Take a look around these streets. Do you really think we woke up one day and said, yeah, the world needs more pizza? Yeah, just a better one. Better than the world's best pizza. Jen's Detroit style pizza. And breast and baked. Thickest, crispiest crunch. You treat yourself to a couple of chicken pizza. Barbecue sauce, chicken, and bacon, just $14.99. Jen's better because it has to be. Listen to these results: $100 million, $3 million, $2.7 million, $5.9 million, $2.2 million. That's the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-ALL-SAM. The Sports Desk is brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Right now, returning AZ Plate lessees can lease a 2021 F-150 for only $299 a month for 24 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Jamie is at the Detroit Golf Club. I guess fans are getting some bonus golf, huh, Jamie?
Hey there, Steve. You know, we promised fireworks on July 4th, and the Rocket Mortgage Classic final round certainly delivered. At one time, there was a 5-way tie at the top. We thought this might happen, that we would need extra holes. Down the stretch, it got really good. Cam Davis pulled out from the bunker on 17 to tie for the lead and an eagle. Then Joaquin Neiman and Troy Merritt, they birdied 17. So these guys are still at the top. They come to 18. Cam Davis birdied. We needed an extra hole. They went back to the tee box here on 18. Joaquin Neiman went over, bogey the hole. Troy Merritt, Cam Davis, par. So now they're just over that away. Par 3, 15th, second playoff hole. I'm hearing that Cam Davis hit the green and Troy Merritt did not. Maybe we'll know something by the end of this Sportscast. If not, certainly we'll talk about it at 11 and on Sports Final Edition. Gotta love golf. Let's talk about the Tigers. Afternoon baseball at Comerica Park. The rubber match between the Tigers and the White Sox. Let's get to those highlights. Tigers do some damage in the second inning. Bases loaded for Harold Castro. He singles up the middle. Jamie Candelario scores to put Detroit ahead 2-0. A few batters later, bases loaded. Akil Baddoo doubles down right. 2 runs would score, and the Tigers have a big lead, 4-0. More from the Tigers in the ninth, leading 6-2, but 2 men on for reigning AL MVP Jose Abreu. He sends Gregory Soto to left for a 3-run home run. That's as close as the White Sox will get. Tigers win on July 4th, 6-5. And
we're playing pretty well, and you want to be on the attack. You know, we have to stand up and defend ourselves against our own division. So obviously, these are teams that have had their
kind of blurry.
a few seasons, but
kind of blurry.
We can
Well,
put pressure on
we'll
any team,
come later.
and when we take the lead, you feel really good about our guys.
All right, let's talk about the NBA now. The Phoenix Suns now know who they will meet in the NBA Finals. Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks knocked off the Atlanta Hawks in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. For the second straight game, the Bucks were without their star Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second straight game, they didn't.
So are you gonna leave this car here?
Ball movement by the
What?
Bucks.
Are you gonna leave this car here?
Yeah.
Lopez slams it down. Lopez has
Are we gonna leave our cars?
Bucks led 47-43.
Yeah.
We just leave them here.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He knocks down the three. He had 32 points. The Bucks win 118-107. Game 1 of the finals is Tuesday in Phoenix. Today is 4th
I think the breeze is coming from the west.
What?
1, 2.
I think the breeze is coming from the west. So the stuff will go this way.
And that right there is domination, folks. Back to your life to the Rocket Mortgage Classic. They need a third playoff home. So we'll have the finish to this one tonight. Steve, back to you.
Well, what a great finish. Thanks again for the show. All right, thank you, Jamie, and thank you for joining us. For News at 6, nightly news is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 9:01. Now's the time to get a Ford built for you by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in Explorers, or Motors? You got it. And now, an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all Ford offers. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers. See your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer
More than a year in the making.
Looking forward to the fireworks and celebrate with more people than we did last year, studying our house.
New York, one of the darkest cities during the height of the pandemic, will be lit up with fireworks launched from 5 barges in the East River, an electrifying light show to honor everyday heroes.
We've all suffered pretty hard over the last year, and this is just really an awesome time for us to celebrate.
And more traditions returning live and in person. Crowds cheered on at Coney Island as a reigning hot dog eating champ devouring 76 frames in 10 minutes. On South Carolina's shore, a high-flying salute. In Boston, a patriotic parade.
It was amazing.
Gatherings getting back to normal after many missed memories.
People are excited and happy to see some people today. Hey, remember me?
But even with Independence Day free of most COVID restrictions, the Delta variant is holding on. As cases rise in Los Angeles County, health officials advise a mask both back on but indoors, even for the vaccinated. Warnings mixed with welcome signs of progress as we mark America's birthday in the Bay.
And Kathy joins me live ahead of the fireworks in New York tonight. Are there any concerns, Kathy, about people gathering in large crowds again? Well, Kate, many people say that they're actually not worried about the virus. In fact, they're just excited to take in such an iconic event in person. And also reassuring to them is that more than 70% of New Yorkers have received at least one dose of the vaccine. Kate.
All right, Kathy Park, thanks. And you can watch the Macy's 4th of July fireworks spectacular tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern here on NBC. President Biden is also throwing a party tonight, a celebration of America's reopening and a chance to honor those who fought on the front lines of COVID. But it comes as the administration falls short of its goal of vaccinating a large number of Americans and amid concerns about the dangerous Delta variant. Martha Allen is at the White House.
The White House tonight opening its backyard for a summer bash. For President Biden will mark how far the country has come while stressing the pandemic is not over yet. Hosting a crowd of 1,000 essential workers and military families to declare independence in more ways than one.
Doesn't this day, the 4th of July, feel like the revolution it celebrates? A breaking away from the despair we all felt for so long. The beginning of a chapter of hope.
Mixed with some anxiety over the Delta variant, now responsible for about a quarter of all new infections, according to CDC data.
The overwhelming proportion of people who get into trouble are the unvaccinated, which is the reason why we say this is really entirely preventive.
The White House planning to double down on its efforts to vaccinate more people before the fall. Though no new goals have been set.
People still have questions about the vaccine, the safety and the efficacy, so we need to answer those questions.
The challenge captured in an ABC News Washington Post poll showing 30% of Americans are unlikely to ever get the shot, despite the increased risk from the highly transmissible strain. While the country fell short of the president's goal to get 70% of adults at least one dose by today, 20 states did meet the target, and almost 50% of the public is fully vaccinated. But an open question remains, whether Americans will have to get boosters. Either way, the White House says it's ready.
We will have to supply the distribution if it's determined that booster shots are in fact as needed.
And Monica joins us now. How will the White House handle the large crowds tonight, Monica?
The White House officials suggested attendees get a negative COVID test in advance of the barbecue, and for those who are not fully vaccinated should wear a mask. No proof of vaccination was required for entrance. Kate?
Monica Allen at the White House. Now to the other big story tonight. In Surfside, Florida, plans are underway to demolish the part of the condo building that is still precariously standing. Authorities want to bring it down before a storm hits, fearing the weather could further destabilize the complex. Our Ron Gilbert is there.
In just a few hours, demolition crews intend to implode the remainder of the Champlain Tower. The decision to knock down the structure, a risky move, as more than 100 remain unaccounted for. But with Tropical Storm Elsa barreling towards Surfside and urgency, before the building collapses itself.
How much assurance were you given by this demolition company that this would go as planned?
We have extreme confidence in his methodology.
This company that is doing the demolition has done this safely in other areas within a defined footprint.
One of those areas, Oklahoma City's federal building in 1995. The demolition plan here, just 11 days after the initial collapse.
The structure is strategically drilled into a decision. Instructional members that their engineers have determined that will bring down this building in a predicted manner.
The controlled areas.
In a controlled manner.
Search teams standing by, looking to resume operations after the demolition. But it's a race against time. The storm's path slated to blast Surfside shores, with wind gusts and rain within 24 hours.
So a lot of families and friends that are still hoping to recover their loved ones.
Including Betty Manskelski, her close friend, Graciela Catarosi, among the recovered, along with her 7-year-old daughter. The rest of the family still unaccounted for.
In Graciela's apartment was herself, her daughter, her sister Andrea, and her parents. And as far as I know, only Graciela and her daughter have been recovered. The other 3 still remain to be found. So sad. Vaughn, do we know when the demolition is going to take place?
Kate, we're waiting an update from officials on that exact timing any minute now, but the expectation is that demolition will take place tonight. Fireworks are officially canceled here in the city of Surfside. There's only one focus tonight, and it's a tough one for this community to grapple with. Kate?
All right, Vaughn Hilliard, thank you. Overseas now to Afghanistan, where the Taliban appears to be gaining ground once again, even before U.S. troops completely leave the region. Richard Engel reports.
Even before U.S. troops finish their withdrawal from Afghanistan, America's old enemies are making a comeback. The Taliban, the group that sheltered Osama bin Laden, allowing him to plan 9/11, is on a major offensive, capturing around 150 Afghan military outposts in the last 2 months, including nearly a dozen this weekend. In most cases, Afghan security forces, trained and funded by the United States, surrendered without firing a shot, allowing the Taliban to seize weapons. But one group holding the line is the Afghan commandos. The elite troops trained by American Special Ops are now carrying out around 100 operations a day. About 90% of the combat missions, according to their commanding general.
We are committed, we will fight it, we will push them back.
But the Taliban's biggest gain so far appears to be psychological. The world watched this week as the U.S. left Bagram Air Base quietly, leaving it stealth for their security. The American withdrawal is a huge morale boost for the Taliban and all Islamic extremists, presenting the U.S. pullout as a God-given victory. Several Afghan officials tell NBC News Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and other radicals are returning to Afghanistan to witness and take part in what they're calling the final victory, the Taliban pushing out the world's greatest superpower.
Once again, Afghanistan is becoming a magnet for Al-Qaeda. They're coming.
They are coming, and Afghanistan will be a graveyard for them.
The terrorist threat is already rising. This week, Afghan airport security located a musical instrument packed with explosives designed to blow up a flight to come. Al-Qaeda and other foreign extremists are coming to Afghanistan through Pakistan, the same route Al-Qaeda used before 9/11.
Richard, thank you. Late word from Italy tonight. Pope Francis is out of surgery for an intestinal issue. The Vatican says he's doing well after a scheduled operation. Molly Hunter now with the latest on Pontiff's condition.
Tonight, 84-year-old Pope Francis is recovering after what the Vatican says was a scheduled surgery. In a statement, the Holy See press office said Francis reacted well on Sunday after going under general anesthesia for intestinal surgery. The Holy See adds he was diagnosed with symptomatic diverticular stenosis of the colon, or narrowing of the colon.
It is a major surgery, and it can take him longer to recover.
The surgery marks a rare health issue for the pontiff, who is robust, generally healthy, often holding meetings 6 days a week.
Es un gesto que mucha gente
Just hours before the season, the Pope held his usual Sunday blessing, announcing a foreign trip in September, not mentioning the surgery. But last Sunday, he asked for support, saying, "Pray in a special way. The Pope needs your prayers." This is Pope Francis's first known hospital
wishing Coach a speedy recovery, saying all Italians are with your holiness in these hours. Mark Bear and NBC News. So ahead tonight, why so many who rushed to buy homes during the pandemic are now saying buyers